Hello girls, in this session we are going to see the introduction to inheritance in C++. Inheritance, it is the mechanism of deriving a new class from an old class. It is the mechanism of deriving a new class from an old class. The old class is called as the base class or the parent class. The new class is called as the derived class or child class. It supports the concept of reusability. Inheritance is the one of the most important features of object-oriented programming language. Syntax for deriving the derived classes: class, derived class name, colon, visibility mode, base class name, opening bracket, and this is the code part of derived class. Here we can define the members of derived class. And then the visibility mode. This visibility mode is either private, public or protected. Then the types of inheritance. Single inheritance. Single inheritance, a base class has only one derived class. This is the form of single inheritance. Here A is the base class and B is the derived class. Here this single inheritance type inheritance type has one base class and one derived class. This derived class, it inherits the properties of this base class. And also it acquires its own properties. Derived class, it inherits the properties of base class and also it has its own properties. Multiple inheritance, a class can also inherit properties from more than one class. See, here this is the form of multiple inheritance. The C is the derived class. It has two base class A and B. This C derived class, it inherits the properties from base class A and B. Hierarchical inheritance. One base class may be inherited by more than one derived class is called hierarchical inheritance. Here A is the base class and B, C and D are the derived class. Here there are more than one derived class. These B, C and D derived class are inherit a single base class A. Multi-level inheritance, the mechanism of deriving a class from another derived class is known as multi-level inheritance. So this is the form of multi-level inheritance. A is the base class and B is a derived class which is derived from the base class A. Again another class C is derived from the base class B. Here it is called as an intermediate class. A is a base class, B is the intermediate class and C is the derived class. Hybrid inheritance. It is a combination of multiple and multi-level inheritance. So this is the multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance, it has two base class. So here this is the multiple inheritance, and the multi-level inheritance means this form A, B, D. So this is the multi-level inheritance. So this is a hybrid inheritance, is a combination of multiple and multi-level inheritance. So this is the example for using inheritance. Class D colon private B, where D is the derived class name, B is the base class name and private is the visibility mode, which means this derived class D, it inherits the base class properties in a private mode. And this example, class D colon public B, this D is a derived class and B is the base class. This derived class D, it inherits the properties of base class B in a public mode. And this is the member of derived class. So this is a simple example on using inheritance. Thank you.